It is really difficult to find one word that can describe my experience in this project. But if I have to choose one, I choose Agarimo.
Rakastan.
From.
Żwękacz.
Korzenu.
Szketemini.
Abrage.
Nie zapomnite.
Barantl.
Curiosità.
Etrevrodel.
Neshome.
Motivatie. Splodrak.
Uitwechselje.
Ustava. Dario.
Alento.
Plijadur.
Creación.
Woneboer. Jare Daria.
Enriquecimiento.
Ledicia. Divertiment.
Ameisha.
Tuchel.
Ney is a word in Yiddish which means new.
Mukava, which means nice.
Taire, that means priceless. All the feelings that came to me.
Marechele moich.
Morvøya means a lot of things. Morvøya means wonder, means marvel, means surprise, means amazement, astonishment, wonderment, and also beauty.
Giving minority languages a voice. Slowly.
Phony is a project for minority language theaters in Europe that have the time to work 3.5 years together, starting to write plays together, having the exchange with artistic residencies.
We are here in Labli to all of us put in common everything that we experience with our culture and with our language and with our view of how it is creation and how it is theater and how to make theater. So each group come with 4 actors of their community theater cast and 1 director. And we all of us, we need to do a show.
So we have here 8 different languages present. From the north, in Norway, the Kven language. More south, in Germany, the Sorbian language. Going more east, Yiddish in Bucharest. Galicia in Spain, the Galician. The Breton in Brittany in France. The Irish from Ireland. The Frisian from the Netherlands. And in Italy, where we are right now, the Ladin spoken.
De Mareo. We are in the northernmost point of the Ladin Dolomites region. Our Ladin language belongs to the Romanish language family. We are in the school now. This is the elementary school. Outside we have the public place with the pavilion. Our village is happy to give the hospitality for this project.
All this week is structured and planified by Sid.
There would be a call and response.
He put all the directors that we come from the different theaters to organize this week in the different areas that we need to develop. The first day, Sid divided the full group of us in different categories about the creation. So there is a group of writers, there are a lot of mythological creations, a group focused in scenography, another in singing songs that connect us and connect our ritual parts that all of us we have in our culture. There are more parts focused in the language, in the sound, other in the movement of the landscapes, all the nature that surround completely different places that all of us we come from. A group focused in puppetry and movement, because with puppetry we don't need words, we can create without explaining anything.
Follow me. Follow him. Follow the movement. All together. Don't break the chorus. Move the hips.
In the middle of the week, we discover the style of Buffon, satira, a moment that we just can be open our own conflicts, and that was a moment that we decided to do a big party of European elections.
The new president! Dirk bias, Ladin! No!
And after these first days of devising, we decide the dramaturgy that we gonna do all together. 2 days, just prepare everything, prepare all the material, to, in the end of the week, do a full show all together. And was the moment that Sid proposed to us to do a University of Minority and Regional Languages, that when you enter, you discover a fantastic travel. You have your major, that is the major of the university, that explains to you what is happening. You see all the landscapes that are built by the teams that come from that specific area. And you can see in each room of the university this specific concrete material. So you have a laboratory of languages. You have mythological stories.
That is my story.
You have conflicts that all of us will have in common, like migration. The conflicts of words that were since worked on writing.
Whiskey? Whiskey! Oh, shit!
And you have since all the group together.
Hyvän illan sanon sulle kultani armas,
So the reason why we meet here in La Plie for 1 week is because the communities are the most important person to all the theaters, because those are the responsible for making the language alive, staying alive.
Community theatre means, to me, to listen to different stories.
Is the process, the social process between the participants, the actors. For me, this is very important that they choose the theme from their own life experience, something that is very important for them to tell to the world or to express through theater.
People with 80, people with 15, all the parents of these people, all the family, all the friends.
Their shining eyes after the way they have developed as a group.
Not only creating something together, but also creating a collective voice. A place for them to express something, even if it's not their work.
We're here with the 50 of us, so you learn 50 new people coming from really different countries with really a different government, a different life pattern. And the thing that we have together is our language.
I think it's very important to do theater in my minority language, because it's a language that is seen as a low social class language, and theater is for all classes.
So in this project, my son is playing a big role. He's 10 years old and he speaks Sorbian all the time.
Now I'm very, very happy that young people know Breton language and hear, because I think we have transmitted something.
I think for a lot of young people it was a good possibility to speak about their fears in public, their fears to being Sorbian people in contemporary Saxony.
It's very important, especially today's when there's a lot of conflicts around the world between countries, to send a message of peace. We can accept the people that are different from us and create something together as a team.
I think it gives a sense of pride that we have sustained our language, we've sustained our culture despite the abuse, the coercion that was there over the centuries.
I am a third generation for Holocaust survivors, and the small population is speaking Yiddish today is actually disappearing.
Everybody in Ireland speaks English. We can travel anywhere in the world and we can communicate far more easily. The downside to that is it makes us lazy in terms of learning other languages apart from English, because we have an instant way to communicate with most people, because English is found all over the world.
It is so important to hear the minority language.
To hear and feel the sounds of the different varieties.
To hear a lot of story in Britain, we need to have more Britain in our...
Because I can't live without drama, and I can't live without languages, without expressing my own culture.
You're really connected with yourself, and when you're connected with yourself, you can give yourself also to other people.
It's important to keep it alive because it's a language of our heart and we can express our emotions through it.
For me, Ladin is home. It's home.
So for me, this project is very special because to see all the different cultures coming together and to see the different generations even. What it means, the culture of everyone, that moves me so much, and it's so great to see all this sharing and coming together, sharing songs, dancing together, singing together. I think this is what this project makes alive.
I would like to first thank you as the villagers that we were able to more or less come into your village and occupy it.
Es war wunderbar.
It's been a fantastic week. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The people can see a really Ladin reality without grow up tourism and so on.
I think it's like really important for minority languages to be together.
Europe is big, but it's also really small.
In a bigger world than yours, your small world.
I learned a lot of new words. I made a lot of new friends.
I'm sure it will resonate for months and years to come.
There are ways to make art, to make theater on stage.
And our common ground of all of us as human beings.
It's not only the co-living that we have done, it's not only the people we have known, it's something related with our soul and our heart that convinced me even more about protecting and building my culture and sharing my culture to others, because most of us were punished just simply talking our language.